and I got a call from somebody named Oprah Winfrey. Hi, Jamie Foxx, it's Oprah Winfrey. And I ended up having to go meet with her and says, Jamie.
See, this is where it gets juicy, right?
Yeah.
Because you're saying the right things, but you're asking me questions that I can't answer.
I can't wait. I can't wait for everybody to find out what's really been going on in the background.
I hate, I detest, I despise someone that will prey on the weak.
What if one of America's biggest sports personalities, Shannon Sharpe, dropped a shocking claim about Oprah Winfrey's personal life? The former NFL star and TV personality reportedly shared surprising details about Oprah's past relationships with some of Hollywood's biggest names, including famous actors and influential musicians. This rumored list of celebrities connected to Oprah is causing quite a buzz. Shannon Sharpe is known for being outspoken, whether it's about sports or entertainment, but his latest comments about Oprah have taken things to a new level. According to rumors, Sharpe has named a list of celebrities he claims Oprah was romantically involved with, sparking major online debate. Although there's no concrete proof or footage, the idea of such a list is fueling discussions. Could there be any truth to these rumors? Or is it just more Hollywood gossip?
What would it take, Mo? Mo, what would it take for Monique to forgive Oprah and Tyler Perry?
Be accountable. Be accountable. And for
You want Tyler Perry to say what he said on that tape, you want him to say that publicly.
And he cost my family millions.
And you want to be compensated.
Yes, I want to be very clear about that. If someone cost you millions, do you want that back?
Absolutely.
So I'm no different than you.
Right.
Especially when I've done nothing wrong.
Right.
Especially when you've admitted that you've lied.
Okay.
Especially when you've admitted that you started a rumor. Yes, you need to compensate me and my family.
For Oprah.
For Oprah Winfrey, you owe me an apology. See, Shannon, Oprah and I had a private conversation about our mothers. This is the part people don't know.
Right.
I shared with that woman what me and my mother were going through. Now, my mother's no longer here, right?
Right.
And I shared with Oprah Winfrey what we were going through and how I felt. And I was, you trying to balance it out because it's your mother. And I shared that with you. And I shared with her my family and what the dynamic was. And you don't tell me you're going to have my goddamn parents. I was getting ready to say, goddamn, baby, it was right there. But you don't tell me you're going to have my mother and my father on your show. And you think that that's just okay? And the way you try to apologize in front of a group of women, if you think I've done anything wrong,
No.
you're gonna stop that.
Right.
I am very proud of what you've accomplished in your life. We respect everybody, but we over-respect no one. And Oprah Winfrey walks around like, I can't be checked. I won't admit to that I'm wrong.
I'm a firm believer, Mo. No one is beyond reproach.
No one at all. So when you keep saying, what is it? I'm going to keep answering you the same exact way.
Right.
So if you talk to your camera, I'm going to talk to my camera and see how they split the screen. And we're going to invite them at the same time. You talk to them first.
Tyler, Oprah, I would greatly appreciate it if you two guys would come on Club Shay Shay. We sit down, we have a conversation. This is not an interview. This is not hard hitting. I want you to tell your truth. Miss Oprah, Tyler, tell your truth, and we can get to the bottom of this because, hey, we got an icon here sitting on this couch, and she's hurting.
Oprah and Tyler, I want to say I appreciate my brother Shannon Sharpe for saying what he just said, and I want to clear something up. I'm not hurt personally. I'm hurt for our community. I'm hurt that y'all would allow yourselves to sit in something that you know that you've done wrong and not say anything. That helps us not.
I hate, I detest, I despise someone that will prey on the weak. And because Jerry Jones is in an advantageous situation, because he has the power in this situation, he would actually say that publicly. That tells me a lot about a man. That'll tell me a lot about a man that has power and would abuse that power to tell that man, I will get somebody in here to ask me favorable questions. That is absolutely that guy's job, is to ask Jerry, why didn't, Stephen A., what you should have done is say, well, Jerry, you see the way you guys were getting ran through last year? And you mean to tell me you had guys on the bench that could have done a better job and you're waiting till this year to play them? That doesn't sound very smart to me. Well, I don't know about you, Saturday Swagoo, but normally guys that can play, they normally play. But back to this. What do you think his job was? See, Jerry wants all the credit when things go well, but none of the blame. He told us how many times, the buck stopped with me. Any deal that's ever happened, I either signed off on it or I got notified of it. Now, you getting trounced. You getting run through like Sherman went through Atlanta during the Civil War, and now you want no part of it when they ask you about it. Boy, this is embarrassing. And I don't take this lightly.
Oprah Winfrey has been a powerful figure in Hollywood for decades, building a media empire and wielding influence far beyond the entertainment world. Her name is linked to success and authority. Yet, despite her public image as a philanthropist and media icon, Oprah's personal life has often sparked curiosity. Over the years, there have been various rumors about her relationships with high-profile people, but she's always kept her private life under wraps. Now, with Shannon Sharpe reportedly sharing new details, the public is more curious than ever.
He's the best at explaining how marriage works, and you've helped me so much in my relationship, really. He is the author of Getting the Love You Want, which I think is the best book on this subject ever. Getting the Love You Want, especially if you're going into a relationship. Harville, you say that if you are disappointed and you are frustrated, you are unhappy with your marriage, it could be a good sign.
Yes, it is a good sign because it means growth is trying to happen.
Means growth is trying to happen.
Growth is trying to happen.
I'm frustrated!
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
to grow out of that,
Right.
yeah.
All frustration is rooted in unfinished business in childhood and also defenses that were developed in childhood.
All frustration.
All frustration. I have to correct that. All chronic repetitive frustration.
All chronic repetitive frustration.
You know, like you're always late, you're never there.
You don't pay enough attention to me.
You don't pay enough attention.
Yeah.
The stuff that's just said over and over again. What's being expressed there is something that's rooted in a frustration in childhood of a parent who wasn't available, a parent who wasn't reliable. So when you get married, there's an activation of those unfinished needs, and so...
Shannon Sharpe, usually known for his sports commentary and bold personality, has surprised many with his alleged involvement in this scandal. If these claims are true, the list reportedly includes several high-profile celebrities, actors, musicians, and business moguls, some of the biggest names in entertainment, many with long-standing connections to Oprah. While Sharpe hasn't openly discussed this in his usual sports commentary style, rumors hint he may have insider information about Hollywood's elite. If such a list exists, it would certainly bring an unexpected twist to Oprah's carefully managed public image.
Hi, it's Sunday again. Hey, Super Solars. So glad to have you joining us this fabulous Sunday, wherever you are. Today, we got a show that gets right to the soul of your relationship. Dr. Harville Hendrix is one of my very favorite relationship experts and was a frequent guest on the Oprah Show over the years. In fact, he graced our stage a lot, like up there with Tom Hanks as many times.
The second that Shannon became available, and I like that you did this, by the way. Right. I like that you, hey, right. I make no qualm, I would like him over here. I like that for the business. But for the skip stuff, I was like, oh, no, that's a jab, that hurts. You're gonna go after the co-host so soon. You didn't care.
I didn't look at it that way.
Got it.
I would have looked at it that way if Shannon left of his own volition. I'm telling you he didn't. I'm telling you he was pushed out.
That's the first time I've ever heard that.
Well, I'm telling you, and it's fact. Now they can deny it. He wouldn't. I can promise you that. He was pushed out. He didn't want to leave. He was notified that your services would no longer be needed. But again, that's his story to tell.
Course.
But I'm telling you what I know. I'm giving you facts. And so when I saw that, it wasn't just that I know the brother's talented. It wasn't just that I know he's a 3-time Super Bowl champion and an NFL Hall of Famer. It wasn't just that I knew that he had been doing television the last 6 years. I saw me from the standpoint of I was let go in 2009 and left for dead. And they were writing my epitaph, and they were like, Stephen A's career's over. He blew it. He had the opportunity of a lifetime. He effed it up and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, there was nobody in the present day Stephen A. Smith position as the guy in sports media, as the executive producer for the #1 sports morning show that could speak up for me at that time. And I said, this is why I'm here. It's my responsibility. So, you know, it's nothing new. When you look at Swagoo, Marcus Spears, and you see his new contract, when you see Ryan Clark and all the things that he's doing, when you see a Kimberly Martin that was an NFL reporter and now she's on television, when you see a Monica McNutt and all this stuff, like, you know what? I'm at a point in time where if I don't want you on first take, you ain't coming on first take.
Rumors about celebrity relationships are common in Hollywood. But what makes this story especially surprising is that it involves Oprah Winfrey, a public figure who has kept a spotless reputation for decades. While many celebrities have faced scandal, Oprah has mostly stayed clear of rumors about her romantic life. Now, with Shannon Sharpe allegedly shedding light on this private side of her life, people are questioning how much we truly know about her relationships. Could there be a hidden side to Oprah's connections with Hollywood's powerful men, or is this just another round of exaggerated gossip?
First of all, Stedman is so fine. He has always been fine.
He's always been fine.
What you do with all of this, Oprah? All this what you do with all of that?
But this is the thing. I've never snooped.
Okay.
This is the thing. You need somebody where you don't have to snoop.
Okay.
That's number one.
That's number one.
Right.
Sure.
That's right. If you got to snoop, it's already a problem.
So what
if you think I got to check his phone, I got to look at his wallet, I'd say I've been there. I've been there.
Yeah.
Where I followed him all the way to his other girlfriend's house.
Oh, but
Not Stedman.
Okay.
This was in my younger days. Follow him all the way to his other girlfriend's house. I saw it with my own eyes, and then when I said, I saw you, he said, you gonna believe me or your lying eyes?
Oh my God.
Really?
And what did
And then I'm like, well, maybe that wasn't his car.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
The rumored list of celebrities Oprah has allegedly been romantically linked to reportedly include some of the biggest names in entertainment. Although no names have been confirmed, speculation points to influential figures who have maintained close ties with Oprah over the years. Whether these connections were professional, personal, or something more remains unclear, but the buzz around these claims has fans guessing. As people await more details, it's worth considering how these relationships, if true, may have influenced both Oprah's career and the careers of those in her circle.
I often say that I feel really badly for kids, particularly young kids now. I actually said this to Justin Bieber when he turned 18. I interviewed him when he turned 18. And I said, I don't know how you're going to be able to figure out who you are. Because if you're 12 years old and you get discovered on YouTube, you think that is your life.
Right.
And it takes a long time, hardships, difficulties, struggles and stuff to figure out who you are. And it's really hard. That's why I feel for him and others like him who've grown up in the public, because all your mistakes are on the news.
Right.
Especially now. I
mean, back when I started, you didn't have social media, so you could afford to make a couple of mistakes.
You just had the tabloids.
Yeah, right. Which we thought were awful at the time.
Yes.
But boy, compared
now it's 100-fold. With any mistake that you make is glorified, and you have the haters and the trolls and all that stuff. So it's very hard to figure out who you are in the spotlight of everybody else telling you who you are. And this is what I do know for sure. If you come to this world of fame, or you suddenly make the lottery and you get a lot of cousins, you get money.
I had a grandma once, really.
Yeah.
A woman told me she was my grandmother.
Really?
I said, no, you're not. I said, I had two grandmas, you ain't either one of them.
No, and cousins come from everywhere. Oh my gosh. So when that starts happening to you and everybody's telling you based on their idea of who you are, it's hard for you to figure it out. Because look at your path to figuring out who you are. All the mistakes you made in high school and college, and the boyfriends and girlfriends you made mistakes with. Imagine if every time you made a mistake, it's amplified all over the
Do you care about haters? I mean, because people have such anger online now. It's incredible hatred that I don't remember ever experiencing frequently.
There's nothing like it.
See, this is where it gets juicy, right?
Yeah.
Because you're saying the right things, but you're asking me questions that I can't answer.
Right.
I can't answer why Oprah Winfrey did what Oprah Winfrey did.
Yeah.
Only Oprah Winfrey can answer for her actions.
Yeah.
So again, stop being scared.
No,
I knew that would get him up, Mary. I knew that would pop him back in, baby. I knew that would get up and shake.
Shannon Sharpe is no stranger to the spotlight, but this latest rumor places him at the heart of a different kind of drama. Known for his bold sports opinions, Sharpe has a talent for highlighting issues he's passionate about. Could his alleged involvement in this scandal suggest he knows more about Hollywood than he's let on? Given his celebrity status, it's plausible that Sharpe might have some insider knowledge of the entertainment world. Whether or not these claims are true, his supposed revelations have definitely sparked public curiosity.
Why would you be watching them and holding them accountable like everybody else? Wouldn't you grade them on a curve? when you go, whew, this guy. Because, I mean, what are we reacting to? What are we reacting to? You're the one that put him in a position where he thought he was God and could call himself Jesus. And you're the one told a guy that writes musical lyrics that he was a genius. Mm-hmm. You're the one that's like, so what do you expect? The guy married a whore. Like, what?
Oh, Lord.
Like, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, married her because she was one. Not he didn't know. He understood that he wanted that. He courted that. That's what he wanted, to base his family on.
She got a good heart, though. I know what you're going to say. Don't you say it, Kat. Don't you say it. I'm going to move the conversation.
If what I'm saying is not correct, then how does she end up with Pete Davidson?
I mean, it happens all the time.
And what if you weren't even good enough for Pete and he leaves you? What do that mean the product was? No, I don't support or villainize Kanye because I don't understand what it is we want from him.
As rumors about this alleged list of celebrity connections keep circulating, all eyes are on Oprah Winfrey. Will she address the allegations directly, or will she continue to guard her personal life with her usual privacy? Given Oprah's immense influence and careful management of her public image, her response or silence could either intensify the speculation or put it to rest entirely. With her reputation for handling sensitive matters with grace and authority, this story might struggle to gain traction. But in Hollywood, anything can happen.
Kamala Harris sat down with good friend and arguably America's most famous television host, Oprah Winfrey. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it was as sickening as you'd imagine.
The real measure of the strength of a leader is based on who you lift up. And it's important for us, absolutely, to articulate that.
You know, majority of young Americans, 18 to 34, say that the cost of living is their top issue ahead of the election. Let's take a look.
Groceries are extremely expensive right now.
I don't understand how people are affording life right now.
By a long shot, her tax plan is phenomenal, no glazed.
Kamala Harris just delivered her new economic plan, and boy, oh boy, is it good for small business owners.
You guys, Kamala Harris is going to announce tomorrow a $25,000 tax credit for first-time home buyers.
Now, we didn't just get this off the internet afterwards. This was part of the Oprah special. Now, she did her usual thing as well, of course, pointing out the complete obvious.
And I look around at these screens, Oprah, I look at who's in the room, and this is America.
This is
America.
Yes, it is America. Now, Oprah made the unintentionally very powerful, I thought, point that something about Kamala changed drastically when Joe Biden withdrew. This was Kamala's response to that.
You know, we each have those moments in our lives where it's time to step up.
Time to step up.
Time to step up, you know?
Yeah, see, I reckon the time to step up might just have potentially been 3.5 years ago when she became the vice president. I mean, better late than never, absolutely. And at least some in the audience were willing to ask proper questions.